let me just say how very, very dismaying and disappointing that the chief law enforcement officer of our country is going off the rails yesterday and today. He is the Attorney General of the United States of America, not the Attorney General of Donald Trump.
Emily, that's what I thought that William Barr would want to avoid. That he would do, and you don't have to do that much to avoid that kind of comment. You just have to speak much more carefully. He could even hold to the positions that he's currently holding to if he would speak more carefully, more precisely, more legally, and not throw around build the wall and spying and then pretend that if he successfully strikes down Obamacare in the courts, pretend that no one will lose health insurance. I mean, these are wild things for Attorney General to say.
So I have a couple questions. One is, what is the longer play here in terms of the FBI, in terms of law enforcement officials? When you throw around terms like spying, which the Justice Department had previously said was not the case, what does that do to the people who are doing this work and trying to do it conscientiously? And you're supposed to be the leader of that agency. What position does that leave you in vis-a-vis all these folks? You know, we're used to thinking of Republicans as the people who are more reflexive about defending the work of law enforcement and investigations, and now we're all switching sides in this conversation. I wonder what the implications and consequences are for Barr in the longer term.
John Heilemann, who made the strongest contribution to the Trump campaign today, Donald Trump or William Barr?
Oh, boy, good question. I mean, I think that I'm not sure that in the end, we've talked about this on the show before, if we think that this is a foolish strategy, that he's not playing, even if you take the position of what would be the best way to play this game, to fight this battle from their point of view, if you think that it was foolish for him to do what he's done all along, these are all short-sighted, misguided, not just in terms of his long-term standing in the Justice Department, but for winning this particular fight over the Mueller report, then all of this is not making any kind of a contribution to Trump. He's trying to make a contribution to the Trump campaign. I'm just not sure that he's doing it very effectively. And I will say to what Neil said, obviously, you can't not be disheartened by all of this. And obviously, there are larger issues at stake. But what is coming is a war. This is still, this Mueller report, every day the stakes of it actually are rising now, rather than having the air let out of the balloon as people thought for a brief moment when it first was reported out. This is a war we're going to be in the middle of right now, and I understand it's dismaying and disheartening, but if I'm fighting that battle on the Democratic side, I want to understand my enemy and the kind of what the play is and what the kinds of mistakes they're likely to make. I think Barr has revealed an awful lot about himself, the weaknesses of himself as a political player over the course of the last 2 days. And in that sense, I think it's heartening for Democrats because this is a guy, I think, who can be had.
We're going to have to break it there. Neil Katyal, Emily Bazelon, John Heilemann, thank you all for starting us off tonight. Really appreciate it.